My name is Judy Harper, Conway Springs, and I'm going to tell you my story of when I had breast cancer. It's been 18 years ago. My husband and I ran the hardware store in Conway Springs, and we had just recently retired, and I became the VIM director for the conference. For some reason, as I was bathing that night, I found something under my left arm pit that was about the size of a wallet. And so I called my doctor immediately, and my doctor was the wife of Larry Greenwood, who was the minister at Calvary United Methodist Church. She had me come in, she checked it, she thought it might be suspicious to be cancer, and I went to a doctor that she recommended, Dr. John Smith, a very common name, and he had taken many trips to Nigeria for VIM, and he was a very Christian man. And so he predicted that I would need to have a mastectomy, which was very shocking to me. And I remember we were working down at our church on a work day, and we were going to paint one of the rooms. And I think I went into the restroom, and I thought, oh no, it can't be. But I went home and went back to Dr. Smith, and he confirmed, yes, it might be cancer. And he performed a mastectomy on me at the then Riverside Hospital. And Morris and I had just been on a mission trip to Africa and met a lady from Kenya. And come to find out, this same lady was a nurse at Riverside Hospital. And we became very involved and close to her. But when I found out that this might be cancer and that I was going to have a mastectomy, my good friend who was a hairdresser in Conway Springs, Rosemary Barnett, I went to her door and I knocked, and she said, I knew when you came that there was something you wanted to tell me. And so we went in, and she was so good to me because she had just come out of the cancer, and she showed me how she looked after her mastectomy. She showed me the prosthesis that you wear and the type of undergarments that you wear. Very, very helpful. Well, I had the mastectomy, and I didn't want anybody to see me.
Without hair.
Without hair. They told me I would lose my hair. And I was going to Argonia to a lady down there and she just said, well, come on in, I'll just shave your head off. So I went, she shaved it off. I said, I'm not gonna look at it. I just want you to just do it. And she was a Methodist lady from Argonia, and she did it. And then she told me, well, now you need to go to this wig lady up in Wichita on 13th Street and pick out a wig. First, I went to Victory in the Valley. They have free wigs there, but there was nothing that I particularly liked at that one. So I went to the wig lady. That's what she's called, the wig lady. She fitted me with a wig that was comparable to, well, how my hair had looked. And she said, I have to order this. And when it comes in, I will cut your hair to be like the hair that you have on your head now. And so, that happened, and it was a very attractive wig. I didn't want anybody to ever see me without my wig. But when I go to the cancer center in Wichita, everybody in there is just like you. They don't have hair. So it was easy to face people. I had the chemotherapy. It was very sick, and it tired me out a lot. But Morris, my husband, was always with me, and my doctor at the cancer center was Dr. Matar. He's a man from Lebanon. He was very, very helpful. and he told us all about his family, and he invited us. He went to the Greek Orthodox Church in East Wichita, and he invited us to come and eat with them, which we did. He'd always get us tickets there. But anyway, I took the chemo from August until the first part of December. Then my back was really bothering me, so I went into a back doctor, and he did some adjustments. But that didn't end it then. I had 4 other back surgeries following my chemo. I didn't have to take radiation. I only had back problems, which I'm still having today because I have neuropathy in my feet, and I have a pinched nerve in my leg, and I'm sure it's from my back. Your back is very important in your life, and it really causes several different kinds of problems.
Tell them after 5 years.
After 5 years, I went back to Dr. Smith, who had done the mastectomy, and he had a bouquet of flowers for me. He said, it's 5 years, you deserve this.
You're cancer-free.
I'm cancer-free, and so I was very thrilled at that. And all of my doctors, they were all Christian people. They prayed for me. And every time I went in, they'd have prayer, and it was just so wonderful to know that they were helping me and that God was with me.
Faith is
What?
faith is a big
faith.
support.
So it's been 18 years, and like I say, I still have problems. I can't walk well. I have a lot of pain in my right leg, but thank God I'm able to be going around. I was the VIM director following that incident, and
we still did mission trips.
did what?
Still did some mission trips. So.
Yeah, we did some mission trips, not like we had before. We worked at Hurricane Katrina, and
Don't have to.
that. Okay. What else?
I think what you have said is very significant. But before we get to that part of the faith journey and how it made you strong, I wanted to ask, you talked about your back problems, and the feet and whatever. Do you think those are related to your treatment, or?
Neuropathy.
I definitely think that the neuropathy, and not my back probably. Back was something I probably was born with.
Okay.
But I do feel like the chemotherapy is very hard on your body. And I know Dr. Matar did everything. I took nausea pills, everything to try to make it easier for me. And it was. And I thank him for that. I thank God for directing them.
And maybe the other thing is, your husband was right there on your side, so you had a caregiver.
Yes.
Morris, you want to add something to that experience?
Well, we're just discovering as we get older that we sure depend on each other. And we were just saying today, boy, if it wasn't for you, I don't know what I'd do. And that's really true. It is going to be a problem sometime, I'm sure.
Well,
But it's nice to have a partner
that cares.
Yes.
A partner that cares. So I already told you, I admire you for being there for each other, and especially through that journey. So we want to thank you for your willingness to share your story.
You're welcome. I'm happy to share it with anybody, because there is hope, and just have faith, and sometimes hope is a long ways away, but it may become.
I think that the neatest thing that I can think from all of this story, or the years we went through it, is how much support there is out in the community. Not just our church, but all the people in the community. Yeah, you had no idea how many people have gone through this, but they all come forward, very helpful.
Thank you both for doing this.
You're welcome.
We are doing this to raise awareness, to encourage other people to know that there is life beyond the treatment. The treatment, which can be very tiring and painful, but how about that day when you say the doctor welcomed you with a bouquet of flowers and say it's been 5 years and congratulations,
Yeah.
you are cancer free. What was the feeling like?
Oh,
I don't know how to explain that. It was, I never thought it would happen, but it did.
Well, and I imagine your family was all excited and thankful to God.
They were.
the big C is not a death ward or death what? Prediction is defeatable, I guess.
Yeah. It's defeatable. Well, I thank you once again, and may God bless you. And you know what? This can be for you to be a way to express yourself, but it surely benefits somebody else who is struggling right now, today, to know that yes, there is light at the end of the tunnel. Of course, we do acknowledge that some people succumb to cancer, and sure, they are in our prayers, all the families
Oh, yes.
that have to deal with that, but we keep them in our prayers. And I will end here with just my appreciation for you and your willingness to share that story. Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome.